Hello, this is Mr. Cook at Hoquim Middle School. I'm just putting this video out there so parents can access final forms, athletic paperwork, activity paperwork, all the paperwork that's required for your student to participate in those programs is now being done through final forms. And one, it can be a little hard to find. Two, yes, there will have to be some uploading and things like that. But the advantage is that once your forms are uploaded, they're there. They're there for the year, and you won't have to refill out forms every season. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of take you through this. The first thing we're going to look at is how the heck do I get to final forms? So we'll just start kind of with a beginning Google page here, and you're going to want it. One of the ways you can do it is type in hoquim.net, which takes you to our district webpage. Now, on our district webpage, you can go directly to a school. So if your kid's in the high school, you can go to Hoquim High School. If you obviously you're here because you have a middle schooler, so go to Hoquim Middle School and click athletics. Now this is going to direct you to our district athletics page. This is operated by Annette Duval, who is our AD, and basically there's all kinds of information on this page. I'll just show you around here really quick because it may be a page you haven't gone to yet. But there's news releases, there's videos, and when things kind of get going, there will be schedules for various sports. Where we want to go is where it says more. Okay, you put your mouse over that, and this little drop down happens, and we want to go to what's called athletic registration. Now, there's some instructions on how to register, and so that would probably be the first place I would ask you to go. So let's just click that. And looky, here is a how-to form on how parents can get registered with final forms. So basically, it'll just kind of talk you through the process. But if you go to the website, you'll see icons. And basically, you fill in the form on that first page with your name, date of birth, and email, and you click register. And then you'll get an email sent to your account. That email will take maybe a couple minutes to arrive, but I got mine almost instantaneously. And then you go to your email and you basically click the little link in the email. It says click here to confirm your account. It will ask you to set up a password. Please make sure it's a password you can easily remember, but is secure, and write it down somewhere so that you don't get locked out later. So let's just kind of take this through. So you can, from the document here, go ahead and click that link, and that takes you to here. Now, if you don't have a Final Forms account already set up, you'll have to click New Account. And New Account, again, will take you through the registration process. So you'll enter the information, you'll hit register, it'll send you the email, you click the link in the email, it'll ask you to type a password in and confirm it. And once that happens, it'll bring you right back to this page. So all you have to do then is log in. So I've created a parent account, and I'm going to go ahead and log in so you can kind of see how we do the first and most important thing, which is get our athlete in the system. Now, it won't autofill your password like it just did mine, but I created an account ahead of time. Sure. So here we are. We're in My Students. Now you'll notice I don't have anyone in yet. So we're going to enter a fictitious student. So I go up here to click and I hit Add Student. And it's going to ask for legal first name, middle name or initial, and it has to exactly match your birth certificate. I don't know if you saw that little thing down there. My student's Cubby McCubby Face, and he prefers to go by Cubby. and then I enter an email. I'm just going to keep it simple and enter my home email. You can certainly enter their school email for this. In fact, we would do it. Don't worry about the student ID, and then you do the date of birth. We'll give Cubby McCubby face a reasonable birthday here. Demographics, so your gender, and then what grade are they in. So Cubby's a 7th grader. Fill in the address. I'm going to ask you some questions down here that are very important. If your child is currently like at Hoquiam Middle School but doing distance learning, they are not a homeschooled student. So don't feel you need to check that box. Now, what's really important is in the last 12 months, did the student transfer to Hoquiam? That's important information that people need to know. So do all that, create your student. Okay, now the next step is verifying which sports. So these seasons are now kind of weirded up because right now, to start the year, we're starting with co-ed cross country, and I don't see volleyball anywhere on here, but it should be. But you can kind of see that you can click the sports that they're going to do. We suggest everyone click co-ed Grizzly United because they have the opportunity to go and kind of get some exercise and move around with Grizzly United. So that's one we suggest everyone click. And let's see, Cubby's a very fast little kid, so he's going to be in cross country and track and maybe do a little wrestling too. Okay, so update your sports. Now, if you're doing this because you have a child in band or whatever and they need those forms, you click that, no, my student's not an athlete. So that'll let them know to move on. Now, you'll see a list of forms here, and whew, there's a lot. However, you can also see that there's basically more information they're asking for over here. Don't forget this. If the student has a cell phone, that's good information. You can give it to us. Information on primary residence, and if there's like a split parented family, then which residents are they living with, and the parents and guardians and their status. You can kind of see, hey, we're whatever. Okay, so make sure you fill in all this information here because these contacts are very important, especially if Cubby goes to a cross country meet in Rochester and I can't make it. And so an accident happens, they need to contact me in case there's an emergency. So everything you see over here is going to need to be filled out or uploaded. And it's going to appear in this kind of pinkish reddish color. And that lets you know that those things have not been done yet. So you will have to go through and item by item just kind of get this done. The bad news is, again, it's kind of a lot of work up front. The good news is once everything's done, you don't have to do it again unless there's a change, So anyway, you'll have to go through this. Now, I do want to say that things like physicals are still required, and that's something that you can't necessarily do online here. So there is a form they have for the physical that you will have to print out and take to your doctor, and basically when it's time for them to have their physical, and then you will either scan it and upload it or turn it into the school. That is basically a rundown of how to kind of get things going with this. I'm not going to go through each form with you, but if you do have questions, you can certainly call us here at school at 360-538-8220, or you can contact the district athletic director, Annette Duval, and I would recommend email for that because it probably gets to her quicker. And that is A Duval, Duvall, at hoquiam.net. That's all I have right now. I hope you find this a little helpful. And if not, let me know what I could do to make it more helpful. And we'll hopefully see your son or daughter out there basically participating and having fun soon. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great day.